Without arts funding, Birmingham and the Midlands could almost get wiped off the arts map completely.
There's children out there who aren't as academically able. It's unfair on those that are less capable.
It's pretty devastating considering how important the arts is.
It's about saying that what children do matters in a variety of forms.
It's unfair on the children really, isn't it? It gives them a lack of opportunities.
For a lot of people, including myself, the arts can mean a great deal. Throughout my life, I've attended multiple extracurricular arts clubs, spent my education studying and enjoying the arts, and visiting theatres, museums and galleries like most children growing up. The arts for me were a form of escape from everyday life, a way to express myself and build my confidence. But for many, the opportunities I had are no longer available. In the last 10 years, 24 million has been taken from the arts budget, seeing smaller arts companies collapse, clubs shut down, job losses, and arts education fading dramatically. I want to find out the impact this has had and what the future looks like for the arts.
All of this is being done so we can limit four-year reductions to 15% in core programmes like our national museums, the frontline funding provided to our arts, and Sport England's whole sport plans. We will complete the new world-class building extensions for the Tate Gallery and the British Museum, and the Secretary of State will provide details of further projects shortly.
I mean, you have to remember every pound that's invested in the arts, it brings in £2 to £7 in terms of return. Every time we want to chill out, we look to the arts, and this is something that we need to maintain as a city. We need to ensure that we are supporting the arts in our city.
For most people, studying and enjoyment of the arts is carried out within primary and secondary education. This gives young people the opportunity to take part in a subject which they may never have considered or had the opportunity to be involved in. Birmingham-based secondary school Bishop Challoner Catholic College is one of the many institutions feeling the financial squeeze, with GCSE performing arts becoming a B-Tech and A-levels being completely wiped from the curriculum.
Basically, it's about inspiring creativity and self-esteem and expression. We're in a year of celebration at school at the moment, and the arts are at the heart of that. I think all students should have an opportunity for a broad and balanced education, and that the structure of the exam system reduces the opportunity for young people to have those options. And then the funding crisis that all schools are facing at the moment makes it even worse.
Between 2003 and 2013, there was a 50% drop in GCSE numbers for design and technology, 23% for drama, and 25% for other craft-related subjects.
Obviously children, to coin a phrase, are our future, and without educating them properly, you're compromising your future. So I think that's a massive cost, intangible cost.
Olivia Moore is a student at Bishop Challoner who has been directly affected by the dramatic cuts to performing arts within her education. Cuts within Birmingham schools have gotten so bad that once she's completed her GCSEs, Olivia will have to travel up to 2 hours every day out of the city just to get a theatre education.
I picked up your shirts this morning. I don't know why. I don't know why.
So I've done performing arts ever since I was younger, and I've always loved singing, dancing and acting. Performing arts is really good. I obviously really enjoy it because it's what I've done most of my life. And since year 7, we did do a show called Our House, and I love that. But ever since year 7 up to now, the summer shows haven't really been going anywhere. I haven't really done one. I haven't done one since year 7. That's because they're cutting all the funds and that. If I could do that exact course at my school, then it would just be so much easier.
For young people whose talents lie in the arts, there is often one major factor that disrupts their ability to create: a massive lack of opportunity, particularly within the education sector.
A career in women's football would be good, but that's quite limited already, and if they're putting the creative things out of school, it's just going to make it even harder. I love baking, but if all of the arts are being cut, then I can't really like express my creativity in like designing cakes and stuff. And I'd love a career in baking, just love it so much. But if like all of the creative subjects are going to go, I'm just not going to have the opportunity to do that, because how am I meant to express it if they're not doing it? My baking, like they don't do a cooking club or anything, and if you take it as GCSE, it's like turning into all theory, like there's barely no practical in it anymore.
But the problems don't stop there. Jobs are also being directly affected by the huge funding cuts. With schools scrapping the arts, it seems there is no longer need for arts professionals. The squeeze on school budgets means they can no longer afford to keep their staff, predicting that at least 2,500 job losses in schools over the next financial year because of cuts. Research by the BBC notes that 1,000 teaching jobs and 1,500 non-teaching jobs could be lost, and that figure is set to rise.
I personally think there's more performing arts teachers than there is anything else, because that's what's more appealing to kind of newly qualified teachers, QTs that go into schools. But you find that there are a lot of available drama teachers that maybe go into kind of cover supervisor work, so they might then, instead of going into a full-time drama teaching position, they might convert their skills and kind of do cover supervisor work, so covering teachers who are poorly and doing kind of core subject work cover. So they tend not to do what they want to do really, because there's, like you said, there's a lot of shortage.
It's not just those in the education sector who are being directly affected. Arts professionals all across the Midlands are feeling the pressure. Ciara Gallagher is a theatre makeup artist who has witnessed firsthand the change in the arts community.
In the short space of time that I've left school doing A-level performing arts and art and design, they do not do any more shows in performing arts. It can't be chosen as an A-level option, and that will affect so many pupils as they won't be able to do creative subjects like that. And it really does give you a break from doing the academic work to doing the creative work. It's more fun, and it's just such a shame that people can't do that, and it will affect their careers that they want to go into, because they won't have the experience or any knowledge on those areas to then further that career.
With continued cuts over the last 10 years, the future for arts doesn't look too good. But with the general election coming up, Labour's Jeremy Corbyn promises to restore all funding to its former glory. Although the future looks uncertain, those affected seem optimistic.
It's just what I want to do, like musical theatre is me, like I'll go out of my way to get there. And if I want it so badly, then yeah, I would travel far for it.
As a city, we need to ensure that we are supporting the arts in our city.
For the students, about achieving their full potential, and that means that we have a responsibility to ensure that the arts and other opportunities remain open to our young people.